Hey everyone, Steve here from Big Head Tech, and today I want to show you all some of the things I got for Christmas. And the reason why it's important, for me at least, to share is A, to show you some of the things, and to be honest, so far I probably recommend all of them, but also kind of show you the mentality of somebody like me. You know, most of these gifts, in fact all of them are under $100, some of them are under $50. And you think, well, why don't you just go out and buy them? Well, there's kind of a need, but then when I do have that kind of money allocated between projects, I just want to buy products to review. You know, $50 can buy you an NVMe SSD at 500 gig, well, $60. You can buy a set of fans for $40. So there's just, it's one of those things where unless I absolutely need it, I only then buy it, but I could really utilize it. So today, what we have is a TP-Link 16-port gigabit network switch. We have an autographed Gamers Nexus Toolkit. I'm trying to get that for a while, by the way. And then this is something that I didn't know I was getting, and to be honest, I'm very happy I did. It's a screw kit. And I'll explain a little bit more in detail on why this was such a good gift. First, let's go ahead and open the network switch. And the reason why I needed this is currently my 8-port is completely saturated. I have one inlet, so I have 7 ports left. I have Ethernet to every room, so 3 bedrooms and a family room, which then leaves me with 3. And 3 go to my 1 test bench, my computer, my unrated server. So I don't have any room for my 2nd test bench. I don't have any room for my laptop when I have it down here, or my server I'm putting together for work. It is gigabit speed, nothing really super fancy on the back here. The general idea is you plug in your internet source, router, modem, whatever have you into here, and then you connect everything accordingly. So I'll do a really quick unboxing. Of course there is tape on this. That's nothing a screwdriver can't fix here. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. So there will be an installation guide. There looks to be also some rubber feet as well. Not sure if I'll utilize those or not. We'll find out. We have power cord, and then the switch itself. Interestingly enough, my wife and I both got switches. I got an Ethernet switch. She got a Nintendo switch. So we both won. So you have looks to be a Kensington lock here, power input there, and then basically you would probably plug in Ethernet at one of these. I usually plug in the first one, then the other one. So this will be cool. We'll probably use up to about here, but then we have expansion for 4 more. To be honest, my next move is going to be a 10 gigabit switch. I potentially have a giant unrated server overhaul coming in about 6 to 8 months, but there's a lot of logistics to work around that, including what Linus ran into. So now, moving forward, we have this guy. This is the Gamers Nexus Toolkit. Haven't actually used it yet. Been really wanting this for a while. Everybody's said that these are really, really good quality, and they definitely feel it. I like the fact that they're magnetized, which is definitely a good thing. It's actually not bad. Can actually, I'll show you what I'm doing here. Can actually somewhat lift up the screwdriver. So we have a couple Phillips heads, so that's going to be your larger one. And we go a little bit smaller for like your GPU screws. This one's going to be even smaller, I believe here. Yeah. Even finer tip, you can tell here. And then we have, this is going to be probably for phones. In fact, by the size of the handle, I'm going to say yes, so it's even smaller. And then this is a small, I think, hex. You can take a look at that. Then we start to get bigger versions of these. So let me see. Yeah, I think these are hex screws. So there's actually the larger version. Yeah, these are all different size hex screws. And then we have this guy, which I'm interested if this will work for standoffs or not. One of these should work for standoff. One of these is for like GPU, and one of them I think would be good for standoff. So, and there was, I think, stuff in here. Yeah. sorry guys. So these are teardown guides for certain board partners. Does it actually say which board partner it is? It's just, okay, so you have RTX reference, Vega reference, and board partner. So I'm not exactly sure which one that's for, but it kind of gives you ideas on how to tear those down. So definitely quite useful. I'm going to put these back here in a few minutes. I want to show you the gift that I didn't know about that I really like. And that is this screw kit. So here's the thing. I can open it here. These, I have screws everywhere, but the fact that these come with basically screws you would need and a divider is pretty cool. So, this is magnetized, so it should be it. Yep, cool. So, actually, what size does this go with here? I feel like it's one of these. Nope, goes in there. I fell in there, so I'll get that out. So, what's really cool is you have essentially, here it is, hard drive screws. So these are, this is number 6, this is 32 by 5, 32 by 6. These are standard like case screws, mounting screws, all that stuff. You have motherboard, which are M3. You have some M5 screws for fans, different colors, and then you have different standoffs. These M3 are, it says CD-ROM drive screws. I have a feeling this would work on some motherboards, but your mileage may vary because that's probably 5 millimeters, this is 4 millimeters, and you have a bunch of standoffs. So, let me see which one of these. Perfect. The bigger one is the one. So, the only problem is this is not magnetized. That's the only downside. And maybe there's a reason for it, but still having this is basically the toolkit you're going to need. All the main screwdrivers are magnetized. Yeah, it's a hacksaw. So this would be the screwdriver I would use primarily for most things, and it's definitely nice. Oh, there we go. So this is actually what's cool. There we go. Now I have to get off of its mounting here, but a lot of the magnetized screwdrivers, if I go like this a little bit, it'll come off. So these are pre-magnetized. Hopefully they don't fade too quickly. But this was really cool. You can, also comes with thumb screws, it comes with some spacers. The only thing for me is mine came a little bit jumbled, but I also like kind of had it tossing around a fair bit until I realized what was actually in it. So, but I think I'm going to probably just put all my other screws together, or just put them aside and just use this and reorder. Just having this organization. And what I would like to do with this is use these screws for building and then give the customer the entire set of screws for additional stuff. Instead of trying to piece it together, I can just say, hey, look, these are all the screws. I use my own screws, blah, 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 if you ever need to expand it. Then we have thumb screws, which I lose these all the time. Comes with a non-magnetic screwdriver, but I'm not going to use this. That's why I got this set. So a big shout out to my wife. She got me the screw kit and the Gamers Nexus Toolkit. That being said, I did ask her for the Gamers Nexus kit. My brother got me the Switch. Again, that was on a Christmas list. Some other things that I had bought that with like an Amazon gift card I got. Let's see, I got a power supply for my laptop, an additional one. I got a headset and also got a battery for my laptop, a larger one. So stay tuned. Probably sometime in January when that battery will actually arrive, I'm going to do a full follow-up overview of the laptop that I got. Explain the pros and cons and how it's been working for a couple months. So stay tuned to that. Other than that, everything else is kind of personal gift clothes, everything like that, so nothing to really go over. My mother-in-law got me a rug steam cleaner, which is nice because my dog, we definitely do need to steam clean the carpets relatively often with him, all things considered. So I'm going to put a link to buy some of the stuff in the description. Some will be Amazon, some will be direct link to Steve Burke's store over at Gamers Nexus, which I will not in that scenario. get a commission, but anything else you would buy during those Amazon sessions, I will get a commission for. So full disclosure. If you liked the video, liked it, dislike it, dislike, leave a comment, get subscribed. Hopefully you had a good holiday. And as always, this is Steve from Big Cat Tech, and I'll see y'all later on down the road.